Are you tired of feeling invisible, ugly, insecure, and like you're stuck in somebody else's story? Trust me, I know exactly how you feel because I've been there too. But today, it's time to take your power back and rewrite your story. It's finally time to step into your main character energy and become the confident, radiant person you were always meant to be. Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lana, and my entire channel is dedicated to helping you unlock and unleash your very best self. That's why today I'm gonna be sharing life-changing tips that are not only gonna instantly make you more attractive, but also help you radiate confidence in any room you step into. Don't forget to grab your notebook and let's get started. Today's video is gonna be broken down into 3 sections. In the first section, we're gonna be talking about main character energy and what it even is. Then we're gonna be talking all about alter egos and how you can weaponize them to instantly boost your confidence. And lastly, we're gonna talk about some practical tips that you can use in your everyday life that will also help you boost your confidence. So I know you guys have probably seen the term main character energy, but what does it really mean? As with a lot of different things on the internet, I feel like ideas at its core start from a good place, but then it kind of gets like bastardized everywhere and it just takes on a whole new meaning. I feel like sometimes main character energy can kind of come off in a more negative way. People who just have no concern for others, just overall nasty spirits, nasty demeanors. I don't think that that is main character energy at all. I think that when you're a main character, you walk into the room and instantly all eyes are on you. Not because you're being loud or crass or heavily sexualized or even insanely beautiful. It's because of your innate magnetic aura that just pulls everyone in like a vacuum. As the main character, you aren't concerned with what other people think about you. You know yourself and you're self-assured, so you don't seek any external validation. I find that main characters are always kind, always polite, which doesn't always mean nice, and it never means a pushover. As a main character, you understand your worth and are confident about you and your place in the world. Truly understand just how important you are and that your divine purpose in the universe is to lead a meaningful and fulfilled life. You know truly that you are capable of doing any and everything that you set your mind to. Simply put, I find that main character energy is about living your best life, always striving to be the very best version of yourself. If any of that sounds like the life that you want to live, or that you already live, but if you were, you probably wouldn't be watching this video, then you need to know this secret. Everybody has main character energy. It's just about you unlocking it if it's been locked away and embracing it. We're all supposed to be the main characters in our story. You're not supposed to be taking a back seat in your own story. This is your world. This is your universe. You have the power to shape it as you see fit. So why would you be the side character of your own story? Thankfully, I have a couple tips that are gonna help you embrace that main character energy locked inside of you. 1, believe in yourself. You need to fully trust in your abilities and what you bring to the table. You need to fully believe in your mind that you're amazing and you have the power to achieve amazing things. So no more doubting yourself, no more comparing yourself to others. At your job, you need to really think you're performing tasks better than everybody. You're the hardest worker. If you like fashion, you need to believe in your own personal sense of style. If you're a model, you need to really believe that you have the baddest catwalk on that stage. You have the best smiles out of all the girls around. I'm telling you, once you really believe these things, they'll become true, but we'll get into that in part 2. Another thing that you want to do is to embrace your uniqueness. You should be celebrating the things that make you different. A lot of people can look at it as negative, but I really believe that your quirks and your individuality are your strength. The first thing that comes into my mind is when girls get nose jobs to get rid of their ethnic noses. I am somebody who has always found noses so beautiful, and I just find every time a girl gets a nose job to get rid of the beautiful, gorgeous nose that her ancestors gave her, angels cry, an angel loses its wings. Listen, I'm not against plastic surgery. I am all for elective surgery, okay? But I just feel like every day more and more people are getting rid of the things that make them different. And you can scroll on Instagram or even just be out in real life and everybody looks the same. Everybody looks the same. And it's just so sad because I remember as a little girl, I would always look at fashion magazines having gaps or nose humps or chin dimples. All of that stuff was always so beautiful to me. And I just love seeing it embrace. I think when you can embrace and be confident about the things that make you different, especially your features, nobody's touching you. When people see you embracing the things that make you you, that they may be scared to embrace, that screams way more confidence than ever trying to cover it up or get rid of it. Another thing is to take bold risks. Step outside your comfort zone for once. The only growth that will happen is when you really challenge yourself. That could be something like moving out of your hometown into a completely different city by yourself, solo traveling to a country you've never been before, walking up to a group of girls and introducing yourself, dressing like the girly girl you are at your boring corporate job, dancing when nobody else is dancing. All of these things, no matter how big or small, drastic or practical, They're all things that help you step outside of your comfort zone and help you achieve real growth. If you're confident enough to move to that city, or you're confident enough to dance in front of that crowd without caring what anybody thinks, knowing that the universe will work itself out for you and you're living in your purpose and living your truth, that's real main character energy. The next thing is to prioritize you and your goals. Yes, be selfish. You need to be focusing on what matters to you, not other people. And you need to set goals that truly align with your passions and aspirations. So if you want to be a dancer, become a dancer. Don't become a doctor because your mom says you should be a doctor. Don't settle on living your life for other people. Don't put other people's goals before your own. This is your life and you should be living it as it best suits you and not how it looks in the eyes of other people. If I lived my life the way other people wanted me to live, I would not be talking to you guys today, not be a full-time content creator. I would be somewhere miserable, living a life I absolutely detested because I was too scared to prioritize the things that I wanted for myself and the goals that I set out to achieve. And knowing that this is where I'm meant to be and this is what I was always destined to do. The last thing, and I'm actually going to touch on this a little bit more later, and that is to surround yourself with support. You need to be building a tribe of friends and mentors who lift you up and support your dreams, not try to get you away from them. You would never believe just how important the people you surround yourself with are in your personal growth, and especially your confidence. But we'll get into that more later. Something that can help you step into your main character energy is developing an alter ego. An alter ego is like a second self or a different version of yourself that embodies all of the traits and qualities that you aspire to have. I kind of like to think of it as like putting on a costume and stepping into a character. It's gonna help you break free of your usual patterns and way of thinking. Because you assume this persona and become this completely different character, it helps you act with confidence and charisma. But if you were you and acting as your normal self, you might feel hesitant and insecure. Some people that you can think of who have developed this alter ego are people like Beyonce, who created Sasha Fierce. And I know we may all think that somebody like Beyonce could never feel insecure, but she said becoming Sasha Fierce actually helped her get over her insecurities. She feels so confident in how powerful and sure of herself this alter ego Sasha Fierce was. Another example is Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga is actually the persona. Her real name is Stephanie Germanotta, and she created Lady Gaga to be able to embrace her true creativity as an artist. One of my absolute favorite examples of this is Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn was an icon that not only was known for her beauty, but her overall magnetic presence. She was somebody that understood that attractiveness, true attractiveness, goes far beyond just looks. When Marilyn Monroe wanted to be noticed, she didn't just rely on how she looked physically. She changed her entire physical demeanor and attitude. And because Marilyn was able to do this so well, she actually helped coin something that's now known as the Marilyn Monroe effect. So the story is that Marilyn lived in New York City because she liked the privacy of it compared to the constant attention she was getting in Hollywood. And one day, the ultra famous Marilyn Monroe was walking down the street in broad daylight and not a soul noticed her. So then Marilyn turns to her friend and she says, "Do you want to see me become her?" Apparently, like magic, at the snap of a finger, Marilyn was able to subtly transform herself. Cars slowed, heads turned, people started gathering, and almost instantly, everybody recognized the Marilyn Monroe, even though just moments before she was completely unnoticed. What Marilyn did and what the Marilyn Monroe effect is all about projecting confidence and allure. By presenting herself as poised and self-assured, she was able to command attention and captivate audiences. This truly shows that the way in which you carry yourself in the world directly influences how others perceive you and how they're drawn to you. That's how you create a magnetic aura. It's about embodying confidence from within and embracing your unique qualities. It's about mastering confident body language, like sitting up straight, holding your shoulders back, holding your neck poised. Adopting a positive mindset and radiating authenticity is all gonna help you achieve this Marilyn Monroe effect. Like Marilyn, you too can transform from the ordinary into the extraordinary, exuding charisma and attracting everyone like a magnet into your presence. At its core, the Marilyn Monroe effect was created from something called the law of assumption. It's a technique that suggests what you believe will be the true shape of your reality. It's a powerful tool for transformation and emphasizes the importance of already assuming the feelings of your desires. So if you desire to be a magnetic, attractive person, you should assume that that's what you already are. You already have those capabilities. So knowing what you now know about the Marilyn Monroe effect and the law of assumption, it's now time for you to create your own alter ego. I've already told you guys, creating an alter ego can be a powerful tool into stepping into that main character energy and becoming a more confident version of yourself. Here's how you're gonna do it. First things first, you're gonna wanna identify your desired trait. Think about the qualities you admire in other people and that you wanna embody yourself. Is it confidence? Is it charisma? Is it fearlessness? Whatever it is, write it down. Next, you're gonna wanna choose a new name. You wanna pick a name that's gonna resonate with the persona that you wanna embody. And you wanna pick a name that's gonna make you feel empowered whenever you hear it. One thing that I like to do is I give my alter ego a different name based off of how I changed my hair. Because I have bangs now, my alter ego's name is Natasha, and I feel like she's a office siren and she's seductive and sensual. I feel like that's what these bangs are giving, very Natasha energy. It's also helpful to create a backstory for your alter ego. What are their strengths? What are their achievements? Where are they from? This is gonna help you step into their shoes more convincingly because you're thinking of them as a real person. Then you're gonna wanna visualize and practice. Spend time just visualizing yourself as your alter ego. You can practice speaking in the mirror like them, walking like them, behaving like them. The more you practice, the more natural it's gonna feel to you. The last part is stepping into the role. Whenever you need that confidence boost, you should consciously switch into your alter ego. Use their traits to help guide your actions and decisions. Before, when I was a little less confident, one of the easiest ways for me to do this was when I would go out with my girlfriends, I would assume my alter ego. I was no longer Lana. I was that girl who was confident, she could dance, she could enjoy herself, she could just be magnetic. And every time I would assume her, I would have the best night ever. Drinks bought for me, bottles, everything. It was always so much fun, but that is an easy, practical way when you're first starting out to develop your alter ego. Even something simple when you don't go out is when you're at the coffee shop, assume this persona. When you're in the library, assume this persona and see how the world shifts around you. By developing an alter ego, you can unlock a version of yourself that radiates confidence and charisma, just like Marilyn Monroe. When you project these qualities that you desire outwardly, they influence how others perceive and respond to you, how the world shapes around you. The next time you're feeling a little unsure, you need just a little confidence boost, don't forget to switch into your alter ego. I would love to hear the names of your alter ego in the comment section of this video. I think alter egos are so fun and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. And that leads to practical ways to help with your confidence. And one of my favorite ways to just practice building confidence on the daily is the lucky girl syndrome or the lucky girl effect, which is rooted in the power of affirmations and visualizations to make your dreams become your reality. It's about declaring yourself as innately lucky and trusting that the universe will deliver whatever you desire. The lucky girl mindset actually taps into the law of attraction, where your thoughts and beliefs shape your reality. By radiating things like positivity and gratitude, you attract abundance and positivity in your life. The law of attraction suggests that your thoughts and actions shape the outcomes you experience. When you focus on positive thoughts and visualize success, you're more likely to attract positive experiences and opportunities. But that also means that dwelling on negativity is only going to bring you more problems. For example, worrying about money may only bring more bills because you're looking at it in a negative light. However, by embracing the lucky girl mindset and the law of attraction, you understand that solutions to your problems are already manifesting. This mindset amplifies the ability for you to manifest your dream and in turn enhances your overall attractiveness by helping you project confidence in yourself and positivity. One of my favorite ways to practice and embrace lucky girl syndrome is with affirmations. And this is something that is so easy for you to do too. Each morning, I want you to affirm these 4 things to yourself and write them down if you need to. I am so lucky. Everything always falls into place for me. The universe will always give me what I need and is always working in my favor. Say these 4 empowering affirmations in the morning every day and watch how radically your life will change. Another thing that you're gonna wanna do is just to avoid negative influences. It is so crucial, and I want you guys to hear me when I say this, to understand that the wrong friends can impact your road to success. Being around friends who lack the things that you admire and want to embody, such as self-confidence or determination, is only gonna hold you back. It sucks, you may have to cut people off, but unfortunately, that's just the trick of the trade. Negative people in your life are gonna discourage you from pursuing your goals. They're gonna discourage you from living in your true, authentic self. They're gonna undermine your self-beliefs and affirm the way that they see you, and they're gonna create unnecessary doubt that you should never have about yourself. These negative relationships are energy draining, and they're gonna drain all of your motivation and completely steer you away from your true potential. So just honestly try to steer clear, try to use some discernment, even with the people that are currently in your life. If you just feel like they are bringing too much negative energy, bestie, it may be time to take a step back and focus on yourself. Like I told you earlier, it's okay to be selfish when it comes to you and your growth and your happiness. You want to be choosing friends in your life that uplift and inspire you, even people that you aspire to be. That's really one of the main ways to help you stay focused on your goals and maintain a positive mindset about yourself. And that leads me into our final point today, which is self-validation. Self-validation is about validating yourself without any external forces versus impeding, projecting, or influencing that. It's about you recognizing and affirming your worth, your abilities, and your accomplishments without seeking approval or validation from others, because you don't need it. Self-validation is all about cultivating a healthy sense of self-esteem, and nobody else should be able to influence that. You can practice self-validation by always acknowledging your achievement. You want to celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how big or how small. You are the only one who needs to recognize the effort and the progress you have made towards your goals. You need to be your biggest cheerleader. You need to be celebrating you always, no matter what anybody else says. I celebrate my achievements all the time, especially when it comes to social media. I remember how happy I was when I got my first 100 followers on YouTube. That may seem minute to anyone else, but that was such a big deal to me. And I just remember being so proud and feeling so grateful about myself. Anytime I hit my goals that I set out for myself, it's just such an amazing feeling. I feel so proud of myself. And you should too, for whatever your accomplishments are. You also want positive self-talk. You want to replace that criticism you have of yourself with compassion. Above all, you always want to speak to yourself kindly and affirmatively. You want to challenge whatever negative thoughts you may have with affirmations about your strengths and your capabilities and the things that you aspire. The next way you can practice self-validation is by setting boundaries. You need to be able to protect yourself and your emotional well-being by setting boundaries with others. You need to learn to say no to any situation and any relationship that undermine your self-worth or make you feel inadequate. Anybody who is making you feel less than, gotta go. Any situation that you feel like is not serving you, whether you're out with your friends or, you know, going to events and meeting people and you just feel like, okay, this isn't serving me, respect your own boundaries and go ahead and bow out. Then you're gonna wanna focus on your value. You need to define your own values and not the values that other people may have set out for you, and live in alignment with them. When you truly honor what you value, you reinforce a sense of authenticity or integrity within yourself. Do you ever see those people who you just feel like something's off about you? They may be very nice people, they may be living dream lives, but you just think, okay, there's something weird. Like, I just feel like you're being fake or you're not being your true self. That's because they lack a sense of authenticity. They're not being their true selves. Do they really know what their values are? Probably not. You don't want that to be you. So define your values and live by them and stick by them. Lastly, a way to practice self-validation is to practice mindfulness. You want to always stay present in the moment and observe your own thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be excited. All of your emotions are valid and you should sit with them and understand them. Practicing mindfulness can help you cultivate a sense of self-awareness, and you'll be more cognizant of those moments when you're looking for self-validation or when you're looking for validation from others when you should be looking for validation from yourself. So you're more mindful and you won't resort to, you know, those external pieces of validation. When you validate yourself, you build a rock solid foundation of self-confidence that will never be easily shaken by anybody else's external opinions of you. And that brings us to the end of the video. Today, together, we've explored life-changing strategies to help you become the main character in your story, from embracing alter egos to mastering the law of affirmation. All of these techniques are keys to boosting your confidence and charm. I want you all to remember that you are the master of your universe. By believing in yourself, setting boundaries, and staying true to your values, you're enhancing your confidence, creating a life that attracts success and fulfillment, and in turn, exuding attractiveness. Take charge of your journey, embrace growth, and trust in the universe's abundance. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so deeply, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Kissing, I hope the colors